He told Jang he would be cursing and shouting a lot, so he should save his energy. Seeing Ryu, wearing a white mask and carrying this huge-ass scythe, Jang started to think who this guy might be. Then he realized that he was not a detective or police, as no police or detective would come here hiding their face. So Jang, continuing with his trashy personality, said, "Does Ryu think this is a place to play with that toy of his?" He said that now Ryu had seen Jang's face, so Ryu had to pay the price by dying. As he continued to spew his bullshit, Ryu just listened with a silent face. Then, after hearing Jang's bullshit, Ryu finally raised his black scythe with a deadly look, saying it looked like Jang hadn't figured out the situation yet. While swinging his black scythe with great force, Ryu said, "Does this look like a toy? If yeah, then Ryu will be putting this toy of his into Jang's ass and he'll make sure Jang enjoys it." Just the swing was enough to create a small shockwave around Ryu. Seeing this, Jang realized that the black scythe was indeed real. Then Ryu turned towards the cafe woman and, politely addressing her as ma'am, said she could leave now, and he would take care of this king of shit. She, still trembling and joining her hands, first paused for a moment, then tried to get up. But before she could do anything, Jang shoutingly turned towards the cafe woman and started yelling at her in a loud voice. He demanded to know on whose permission she was trying to get up, asking if he had given her permission to go. This made her tremble in fear even more. Now, having had enough of Jang's bullshit, Ryu dashed towards Jang with his black scythe. Jang also got alert and got ready to defend himself. But even before he could react, bam! Ryu popped Jang's balls by giving a good hit to Jang's balls. The pain was so intense that for a moment, his breath stopped. His whole body felt like it was on fire and getting electric shocks all over. Then Jang fell on the floor, holding his little PP, screaming in pain. His whole body was shivering, and he was cursing Ryu. Ryu stood with a satisfied look, watching Jang in pain, and reminded him that he had just said a moment before that Jang would be swearing his ass off. He told Jang this was just the beginning, and just like before, he should save his energy. Ryu, once again, turned toward the cafe lady and said now was the time for her to leave. He advised the lady not to talk about what happened outside and to act like nothing happened. The cafe lady, after seeing Ryu, got so scared that it felt like her soul had left her body. With a shaky voice, she thanked Ryu and, in an instant, started running toward the exit. Ryu, swinging his black scythe downward, turned his attention back to Jang. He said that now, in this deserted factory, there were only the two of them, so they could enjoy the entire night without anyone interfering. Jang was still kneeling on the ground, holding his little PP, still shaking in pain. The pain was so intense that it was getting hard for him to even breathe. After watching Jang moan in pain for a while, Ryu's facial expression became really sinister, and he gave a creepy smile, saying, "Now, shall we begin the real game, shall we?" Then Jang got furious, veins starting to foam on his face. His eyes widened as if they would pop out any moment now. He continued to curse Ryu, saying he would kill him and prepared to attack while holding his dagger. Ryu, seeing this, let out a slight laugh, saying he liked Jang's reaction. He mentioned it's no fun to torture and kill someone who has left the hope to live. One who wants to live and has ego, it's his favorite thing to break that ego. Jang, seeing Ryu smiling, had enough of Ryu. With one hand on his little PP and the other hand holding the dagger, he charged towards Ryu to kill him while shouting and screaming. Jang dashed towards Ryu and started a barrage of attacks with his ice dagger, but Ryu just dodged all the attacks. Jang continued to attack Ryu. After a moment, Jang was really getting frustrated, thinking how the hell Ryu was dodging all his attacks like he could see the future. He was getting sweaty and more frustrated. Ryu, still dodging the attacks like playing with a 2-year-old kid, commented laughingly that he couldn't believe Jang was still carrying that shitty ice dagger that a goblin holds that everyone has in round 1. Now, at this moment, Ryu had enough play, so the next moment Ryu jumped beside Jang, and just as Jang stretched his hand to attack Ryu with his dagger, Ryu, in a single slash, chopped off Jang's hand. Now, blood was splattering from Jang's hands like a fountain. Jang, seeing this blood, first got a panic attack. Then, as the pain kicked in, he started to scream his lungs out, just standing there not knowing what to do. His whole body was trembling, and Ryu was just watching this scene with an enjoyable mood, getting happy seeing the morally corrupted king of shit crying in pain. Then, Ryu tauntingly asked Jang, "Does it hurt, huh?" He said if it does, Jang should brace himself as he hadn't even started yet. It's just the trailer. Jang, at this moment, still in immense pain, grinding his teeth, his face turning pale, holding his hand with his other hand to stop the blood from splattering, realized he was fucked up. But before he could even take